Hello and welcome to Nick and Kristen in the podcast. I'm Nick, that's Kristen. We're married and we have a daughter and we used to be on the radio and now we're doing a podcast. So if you're here and you found us somehow, we appreciate you watching, listening, and hopefully you're entertained enough to hit subscribe. I don't know.
Yes, please.
But I will say, if you are not watching this and you're just listening in your car, I apologize. There is no sound to this, but it is probably the most suspenseful video on the internet right now I've ever seen.
All right, go to our YouTube channel if you want to check this out, if you're just listening on Spotify or something.
Exactly. And I think at some point you should be able to watch this on Apple. I don't know. But here we go. Here's the most suspenseful video I've seen in years.
Okay.
So this guy is catching wasps, giant hornets. What are they called? Like the murder hornets?
Murder hornets?
Yeah, these are giant
with
Asian hornets with just a plastic cup.
Oh my gosh.
No protection. and it's working, but
they're like stinging him though.
No, they're not. They're in a cup.
Yeah, but the ones around him.
No, so these are attacking a beehive.
Oh, that dumb.
So you see the little ones are all bees, and then the big murder hornets. He's just like pushing the cup against this wall and capturing. He's got like 4 or 5 in a cup right now, and he's like trying to pinch it close.
Ooh,
I know,
but there's one right next to him.
I know. So I'll just let you live in the suspense for a while.
Oh my gosh, why? Why the cup? I don't understand. Why is he doing this without gloves on or anything?
This may be the bravest man on the planet because I hear that this sting.
It's like incredibly painful.
Incredibly painful. And so he just like doesn't care. Picks him up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, and then imagine the other hand is holding a phone.
Yeah. This guy is like,
what does he do? He's just like,
he's like,
just like, don't give anything. The last one just flew away like a murder hornet.
Since I'm not on the radio, like this man is all balls.
100%.
Like I was watching this and just like when the one landed on his hand, I was like, oh my God, I'm about to see somebody die. Like those things were massive. And so I just wanted to share that video and see your reaction, your live reaction.
Oh my God.
Because
Lord almighty.
Not a chance in hell would I be anywhere near that nest.
Well,
like,
I mean,
all my bees would be dead.
Thank goodness for him, because they go in and they completely destroy all the colonies. They behead all the bees.
Yeah.
And they just destroy it just for funsies.
Yeah. Remember the murder hornet phenomenon? Like
yes,
in
Washington. It was just after the pandemic, because we were like, oh gosh, thank God that's over. And then they're like, by the way, these Asian murder hornets like came over from a crate, like on some piece of fruit from Asia.
Yeah.
And now they're like multiplying and completely decimating honeybees. And oh, by the way, because when the honeybees go, the whole world goes.
Yeah.
So hope you enjoyed all that time alone in your house, because now we're all about to die.
They're 3 inches long and they click. If you hear the click,
it's
you're
too
dead.
late.
Yeah.
That's what they said. If you hear the clicking, it's too late. And it's like, oh my gosh.
So yeah, I don't know. He must hang out with bees a lot, or like he must be obviously a beekeeper.
He must be a professional.
Just the no F's given, man. It was just insane.
Unreal.
To me, so I had to share that with you. So if you weren't watching this, you should watch that and see. Just if you think you're brave, I don't think you're murder hornets with a plastic cup brave.
It's true, 100%.
And I just wanted to get this out there. Like, so Michael Jackson's the movie has been coming out, and I still haven't seen it yet. I still want to go see it. I'll wait for it to come out on DVD.
I have not heard a thing about this since the week it opened.
Yeah, I just see a lot of Michael Jackson content now. Like a lot of people have been bringing up Michael Jackson on my TikTok, talking about it, and like past and present. There was somebody that her dad toured with Michael Jackson as his backup singer, so she's telling stories. Yeah. So it's like all Michael
people reminiscing about
him. And so it's nice to see people talking about Michael Jackson. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
Is it?
And not everybody is. But I played a song on Alexa the other day, and after that song, Janet came on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, Janet Jackson was also great. I feel terrible for forgetting Janet Jackson. When you think of like the 90s women that ruled the 90s, you think Mariah Carey, Shania Twain, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, and I like way back is Janet Jackson.
But I think Janet is really upfront for a lot of people.
Maybe.
Like, maybe just for you, but I don't think anyone's forgetting about Janet Jackson.
But I love Janet Jackson. She doesn't get brought up enough. Like, zero controversy on Janet Jackson's part.
Very unproblematic.
Yeah, exactly. And, like,
why she's not the best Jackson at this point.
I think she might be, because she had, like, banger after banger after. Because I was like, just skip just like shuffle my Janet Jackson song. And every song that came out, I was like, oh yeah. Like if you got time today and you were a Michael Jackson or Janet Jackson fan, remember Janet today.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell it to shuffle.
I understand Thriller is fun and all.
Yeah.
But like put on Rhythm Nation.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh man. And I can feel good about dancing to this. I don't feel like a weirdo.
She had 80s hits, 90s hits, and then like late 90s hits when she had her biggest year. I like, because she had It's All For You.
Oh, I know.
I was like, oh man, Janet. So I just wanted to take this time to apologize for forgetting about Janet Jackson. But
that's Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
It is, yeah. Do you have like, did you listen to any Jacksons at all? Like,
no.
Did you have any pop leaningness about you
it's
in
tough,
the 90s? Yeah.
Because I'm going to be really, really honest on this podcast. I did not have a personality until like junior year of college. Okay. And I say that.
Yeah, but you can still like things,
yes,
right?
I know, but like I really didn't allow myself the freedom to discover things that I liked.
Okay.
Like I very much was like, my mom listens to this podcast and maybe she'll call me later and disagree with me. But I was a very like obedient child. I was very quiet.
Compared to our kids,
yeah, like I just watched the world around me and I kind of reacted. There's flight, freeze, and fight as like the trauma responses, but there's also a fawn, which is like you just kind of observe and you try to meet everybody's needs before they happen to you. And I'm not saying I was like traumatized or anything, but that's who I was as a kid. I was very much like, hey, that reaction got that response. I'm not going to do that. And so because of that, and because I was a little analytical, like I didn't make a lot of mistakes and I didn't express myself creatively. Okay. And that definitely showed up in music because I was in community theater. So it was
you were very expressive on stage. You had to be,
like,
right?
When I was being like a different character, sure. But even that was like, what can I do that people will like? As opposed to let me try to discover this character myself. Like that's why I don't think I was very good as an actor. I was very much like, how do I get cast as opposed to how do I have fun?
Or how do you embody this person?
Right. And that's why people today are like, how come you don't do community theater? I'm like, because it was never fun.
Yeah,
it was a conquest. It was trying to get the main part and then having anxiety-riddled dreams about that until the show ended. Like, none of this was fun for me. Okay. It was just the thing that I did. And, like, yes, there was an element of it being fun, which is why I did it for so long. But then it got to a point where I was like, I cannot do this anymore. It's not fun.
It's when you find the thing you love and you turn it into a job.
Yes,
you end up not loving. Do you think that, I know that I'm trying to tangent you, but do you think that your mom listening now would be surprised that you didn't like it? Or do you think that...
I think I think I've been pretty open about that. Like, I was not enjoying it for a very long time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Really ever since high school, because I went to a performing arts high school. And, like, the minute I started there, I was like, I hate this. Like,
oh, really?
I don't really get along really well with theater people.
Okay.
They're very... it's been dramatic, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to like pigeonhole anybody.
Yeah.
But I approached it like a job. Like I'm here to do the job. I'm going to do the job and I'm going to leave and I'm going to go home. I'm not going to hang out for 3 hours afterwards.
So you didn't have any like drama friends with everybody. Or anything? Okay.
Like I had friends, but I was never part of like the in crowd at my school.
Okay. Well, if you were in drama, nobody was.
No,
well,
but like,
you were in a drama school.
Like the drama school. Like out of all the drama people, I wasn't the person that everybody liked, but I was the person that got like the majority of the lead roles.
I was gonna say you must have been the one everyone hates.
I was decent at my job, and so there was a lot of like people talking bad about me and the teachers saying mean things about me, but then they would cast me in the next thing, and so I'd call them out and I'd be like, oh, I must be terrible, right? Because now I'm your lead. Yeah. And they wouldn't like that. And there was just like a lot of, because I was, outspoken or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I never really expressed myself creatively. It was always I go in, I do my job like I would at Wendy's, and then I leave.
Yeah, like you didn't make the play.
It wasn't.
You just lived the play.
Yeah, it wasn't like this passion that I had. And so it wasn't until college, after I'd switched my major out of theater and stuff, where I was kind of like, oh, what am I doing with my life? And I started making friends that were outside of the theater that liked me because of me. And I was like, what does that mean? And like, I've always been funny and witty. I would hope. I mean, people listening to that podcast might be surprised by that. But like I've always been quick in my wit. And I started like saying it out loud as opposed to being in my head, and that's how I gained a lot of friends. People are like, oh, you're kind of funny. And then it was like I was surrounded by funny people.
Didn't you do like a funny thing? Weren't you in like a comedy troupe or something?
I did improv comedy
yeah.
at the Groundlings in LA.
Okay.
But again, it was a job.
Oh,
Like I didn't go in there to try to be funny. I went in there to learn the rules of improv and then do it correctly and win improv. You know what I mean? Like that's how I approached life.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go in there and was like, what funny character could I do? I'd be like, what do I have to do to make it to the next round?
Well, then
of something?
why'd you do it?
Because I thought that's how it was supposed to go.
Okay.
Like I thought if you approach things as a professional and as a job and you took it seriously.
Well, yeah, but why did you want to do Groundlings? Because that's like.
Well, because I wanted to get better at improv.
Oh, okay.
Like I wanted to get better at things, but it was always just to get the next job, not because I had a love of anything.
Okay.
And it wasn't until later that I was like, what is it that I even really like? And that's kind of when I fell into radio. And so for a long time, I had to question, like, do I even really love radio? Because that was the thing I did after theater.
Yeah.
And it was just the thing I was kind of like naturally good at.
And you did news for a long time.
I did news, yeah.
Yeah. So
like that was radio,
yeah.
but I hated it. And every day I had to approach it as a job. And then finally I was listening to you basically talk about like, oh, I didn't have a stressful day at all. And I'm like crying on my lunch break because I had to interview the family member of somebody that was shot. And they're like, please stop calling. I'm like, it's my job.
I was talking to Bow Wow.
Yeah. I was like, why am I doing this? And that's when I finally was like, I need to switch to FM. But in that time, I was discovering like I like to write, I like to draw, I like to do creative things. Like and now as an adult, I'm like really invested in these passions because I really didn't express interest in anything until late in college.
So you're just getting started in life, then, is what you're telling me.
I mean, that's why it's like, that's why I'm like disappointed that we lost our radio job because I was like, hey, man, this money was fueling fun. And I haven't had fun I didn't really have fun in my 20s.
Yeah.
Like it was all about like, I just need to get promoted.
So, yeah.
And it was like, oh, the next step, the next step, the next step.
Well, now that you've been kicked out of radio, do you think it was still a job? Like, do you look back and go, oh, no, I actually really enjoyed my time doing radio?
Yeah.
Or is it like, I'm glad I'm out of that. It was just a job.
Well, it's a combination. I look back, because I'm a therapist too. If you're listening for the first time, I'm a licensed therapist, and I've been doing that now exclusively for a couple months now. And there has been moments where I'm like, oh my God, this is all I do now.
Yeah.
And there's a saddening fact to that because I do enjoy radio. I enjoyed the radio that we did together.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the problem is like, can we ever do that again?
Yeah. Would you do it without me?
No.
Again?
No.
Okay.
I'm only going to do radio if it's with you.
Oh.
You're allowed to do radio without me.
Yeah,
that's totally fine.
I chose this.
Well, I chose it too.
Well, yeah.
But like,
it also chose you. You're just naturally good
I was naturally good at it.
Yeah.
Women are a small commodity, a rare commodity in radio. So like, it's hard for women to not work. But I've always worked consistently in radio. I'm a good partner.
Yeah.
I've been partnered with some really hard people to work with. Yeah. And I've always won them over and I always work really well with them. Not you. I'm talking about in news mostly.
I know,
but like I've always worked and I've always been the person that they relied on because I'm so like, I make my partner look good and I know the rules and I can set you up for a joke and I can make the partner like, look like a star. And that's part of the job of both of us, right? Like, I mean, you do the same with me. But yes, like I think I'm at a point now where I wouldn't do it without you.
Okay. Do you miss it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I miss doing it with you.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But I don't miss the business of it. I don't like what it's become.
Yeah.
It's become just this, massive conglomerate. It used to be a lot more creative and fun back in the day.
It is tough. Yeah, I'm definitely at the point where it's questioning if I even want to get back. Like I do, not only because it's all that I know how to do, but it's all that I really want to do. So yeah,
it's just hard because like now there's been so many, and rightfully so, like lawsuits over things that have happened in radio, some really major ones.
Yeah,
and like it killed a lot of the fun and the spontaneity of what you want to do. You'll approach somebody with an idea, going, "Man, I'd love to do this promotion or this contest or whatever it is."
Yeah,
and like it's like and all the creative juices are flowing, and then it goes to legal, and they go, "No, you can't do that."
Yeah, not even close.
And then you're like,
giving away $1,000 every hour.
Yeah, and it's you're going to text the keyword, and then it's like. Your upper management, their hands are tied and they're like, don't stop giving us ideas. Like, don't stop trying.
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, none of my ideas ever get picked. And so you end up do stop trying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's make it less about radio. We talk about radio a lot. Let's talk about what happened after that. I don't know if we have time. We have a little bit of time. So eventually you got into, was the music thing because you were like all in the scene. Was that before you became a person? or
you mean like music, like
yeah,
listening
musically.
to pop music
yeah,
and
like
stuff?
yeah, because then we talk because it's all started with talking about pop music.
Yeah, I know.
So you eventually got your own love for music,
yeah,
right?
I did. I did, but like again, I didn't start formulating my own opinions about music until junior year of college.
Okay.
That's when I was surrounded by people that I thought were cool, and they introduced me to stuff. Like one of my friends in college, she like made me. She's like, here's your music education, and she made me like this mixtape. And I remember burning through it, and I am so disappointed I don't have it anymore because it was all cool stuff from the 80s.
Okay.
She was very into the 80s, and that's what turned me onto it. And so then I started going down the rabbit hole of things, going, well, I like this sound. What else is like this? And by then, the internet was an actual thing because we were when
true, yeah.
you know when we were younger, it wasn't really like it was clunky,
Yeah.
you know. And so then I could kind of go, yeah, I liked that because of this, and now I like this, and that's where I sort of found my style.
Kazaa.com.
100%. I was a LimeWire girl,
Yep,
like
LimeWire,
Napster.
Kazaa,
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I mean, that's where I kind of discovered who I was musically. And I guess you could even say I was just like an offshoot of her. So who knows if I ever really.
Yeah, are you even a person? I think you
I'm
are
not.
now.
I'm a
'cause
chameleon.
Yeah.
I just become whoever I'm around,
Well,
I guess.
I like whoever you are now.
Thanks.
So, and if you like her, be sure to like and subscribe.
Oh my gosh, what a sad ploy.
I know. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.